Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So today we have 3 slabs of ribs that we're going to cut up and fry them. Stay tuned. So here we have 3 slabs of ribs. We're going to clean them up real good. I'm going to cut off all that excess fat when we cut them up. And today we have whole slabs of pork spare ribs. And I could have did a baby back rib. It wouldn't have been as hard to cut. But ribs, right along with everything else, has gotten so expensive. So these are gonna work me a little bit more, but I don't mind. To save a buck or two. Like, I don't know what's going on in America, but the price of groceries have skyrocketed. Like a $5 lobster tail. A lobster tail that was $5, I'm gonna say the beginning of the year is like $9, $10 now. Like everything has really doubled. Okay. We got our ribs cleaned. Now we're gonna start cutting them. All right. And like I said, it is gonna be a little bit of work because it's that big whole rib. We got all that extra going. Okay. And then, of course, you can buy them cut up. Those are really expensive. And I've cut so many up, I done got real good at it. And you're really just feeling your way through those bones. You want to look, there's a bone, there's a bone. Work your way through the middle. See, ain't much to it. Oh, let me see. There we go. Find your middle and work the middle. Not too hard. I'm telling y'all, the secret to this is a good sharp knife. Okay. Cut off some of that fat. If you want your fat, by all means, keep your fat. Cut those in half. And this is a pan of ribs that I'm making for a customer. I just kind of cut that tip part off. For nice sizes versus that whole rib. You cut that tip and it come off perfectly. Some customers may not want that part. That's like my favorite part though, that tip. Ain't nothing like that tip. That's where all your good meat at. That one not too bad. We got one rack down quick. think I'm gonna cut that on down. Cut that piece in half. Okay. Now, got this big old hunk of bone. Start by cutting that off. Because that's just a big old slab of bone and gristle. I don't think we're gonna keep that part. But hey, you can. That would be my grandmother's favorite part. Cut some of that off. And like I said, if you want your fat, by all means, keep it. Happy Friday. What you guys got up? Well, we'll cut that tip off. What you guys got up for the weekend? Okay. Oh yeah. Only thing I have this weekend is a birthday party tomorrow, and then actually it's a costume party. It's that time of the year, and then I have a wedding I'm doing in Dallas next weekend, so I'll be prepping for that. I always put, it's like extra pressure on myself for weddings, because it's like, it's their special day and I want their vision to come true, and so my weddings get extra attention, as they should. Okay. And all of that there, that's my seasoning blend. I do make my own. That's my secret weapon. If you would like to try some, go to www.dinaseatery.com. See, we did that. Those too quick. I'm gonna go and cut some of that off. And we're gonna cut this big hunk. Well, you know what? There we go. I might keep that part fried up for my dog. She'll enjoy that. Let's see. Well, there we go. I'll trim that fat off too. go. Matter of fact, let me see. There we go. Might take a little elbow grease, but it's gonna be worth it. I hadn't met a person yet that don't like a fried rib. And I was surprised at how many people say that they've never had fried ribs. All right. There we go. All right. And you guys know, of course, you could use, these are pork ribs, but you can absolutely do beef. For those that don't want pork, so use some beef ones. I wonder if you could fry a buffalo rib, like would it be tender? I'm a foodie, I like trying different stuff. Okay. Now we got that cut up, we're gonna season them. Now I already have my grease and my fry daddy. I'm going to turn that back on. Let that grease get good and hot. And now I am adding mustard. Just about anything I fry, I put a little mustard on it. It kind of tenders it up, the seasoning stick a little better. It makes that color real pretty when you're cooking it. That's what I'm looking for. I told you I use the blend on just about everything. There it is. That's our Dina's Eatery seasoning blend. Go to www.dinaseatery, DENASEATERY.com and get you a bottle. Satisfaction guaranteed. Okay. Look, if for any reason you don't like it, I'll return your money. This baby trying to get away. Come back here. And the the seasoning blend, it's not real salty. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Not too much. I don't want to give anybody hypertension. All right. So, I already have some flour in the bag. And that grease is heating over there, y'all. Okay. That's just enough to get us started. Make sure every piece is good and coated. And we're ready to start frying. Okay. So, our grease is good and hot. We can start dropping ribs. Can y'all see? I caught myself trying to set it up so you could get a good view. Y'all, I can cook. This whole photography thing is a little bit new. And record and all that, so work with me. I'm trying to show y'all as much as I can. All right. We got our first batch going. And don't overcrowd your pan because that'll slow down your cooking. And also you'll have soggy ribs. You want a nice, crisp skin. All right. And make sure you have your pan or something with paper towel in it. So when those ribs get done, you'll have a have your little pan already ready to take them out and drain that grease off them. Okay. Those are coming along nice and pretty. See that, baby? Yeah. That's what we want. So while those cook, we're gonna go back over here and start prepping our pan for when those babies get ready. Okay, so these ribs are for a customer. So I use the baby spring mix to garnish it. And a lot of times I'll use purple onions because they, I mean, not, excuse me, not purple onion, but purple cabbage. To make it look really pretty. I love the way those colors kind of bounce off. And it's real simple. I just kind of line both sides of the pan with that spring mix. Like so. All right. Yeah. That's gonna pop. Put my spring mix to the side. Don't forget to stir your ribs. To ensure that everything gets fried nice and evenly. Okay, there's like one piece of rib in a hot spot. You don't want that one burned or overcooked, and then the rest not so much. And also I have some lemon that I've caramelized. And we're going to use that as a garnish at the last minute. Okay, we got our pan ready. Back to the ribs. Okay, I think those ribs are just about ready to come out. And of course, if you want yours cooked harder, I like mine cooked kind of hard, but if you want it a little harder, cook it a little longer. My little light is flicking. I don't want it to do that. I wish y'all could smell. They created everything else. I bet they're gonna come up with some smell-o-vision. And the other day, I saw some fried ribs that were bought at a restaurant. And I noticed that they didn't put flour on theirs. And that's absolutely fine. So that's an option. If for some reason you decide to fry some ribs and you just don't have any flour, don't want to run to the store, you can absolutely fry them without. But I like my crust. All right. And there again, you want to make sure, if you're using flour, make sure that those babies are good and coated. For me, there's nothing like good old crisp skin. And don't forget, do not overload that pot. And if you're cooking on your stove, if you don't have a fry daddy, just make sure that that grease is up to about 400 degrees. If your grease is not getting hot, you're gonna have a mess. I could add maybe 3 more pieces. You know, you don't want to overcrowd the pot. We're cooking 3 slabs of ribs, so you want to get as much as you can in there. And I have found with cooking, you just have to be patient. Don't try to rush it. All right, we got another batch down. And while those are frying, I already have my pan ready. We're gonna clean up. I always clean as I go, so once you finish, you'll have a big old mess. We'll be back to check on those ribs in just a second. Okay, those ought to be just about ready. Oh yeah. Perfect. Just perfect. While those were frying, I took trash out, washed a few little dishes. So when these are done, make my trip to the post office, deliver my orders for my season blends. So if you ordered some, they're on the way. And call it a day. I say that. I have to do a whole lot of deviled eggs for tomorrow. So like this evening, I'll start boiling those. I mean, a lot of deviled eggs for the costume party tomorrow. Alright, there again, make sure your pieces of rib are good and coated with that flour. And you do want to fill your pot up, but there again, don't overcrowd it, because you'll drop your temperature and sog up your meat. I'm gonna add some more of that unfloured meat to my bag. I think I have like 2 more batches to go, and that should finish it. All right, now this is our last batch. That didn't take too long, did it? Those are nice and pretty. That's my business line. Hang on 1 second. This thing I'm gonna back in 2 minutes. I'm recording. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're gonna go over here and put it all together. All right. So I did my baby spring mix on the side. So make it all pretty. And then you just lay them out nice and neat. They are hot and fresh, so be careful. Handle with care. Don't be like me. My hands are all burned up. I have all kind of nicks and dings. Yeah, just make it kind of neat and you see right there, I got my little caramelized lemon. Just to add a little pop of color. All right, I like to add a little bit of red chili flakes on top. That add a little color and a little more flavor. And there you have it. A pan of our Southern style fried ribs. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in until the end. Have a great Friday. Blessings, peace, love, prosperity. Sending all that to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.